"This will be long, but I'm feeling so confused and scared. Any response will be appreciated. My son, 15 years old, was diagnosed with focal epilepsy 2 years ago. He has only had a total of 6 convulsive seizures in the time. He has been on 2 different meds, Keppra until January of last year, and oxycarbazine since then. Last month, he randomly had an aura. He gets right before the seizure starts, but it never continued into a convulsion seizure like normally it does. When I reported this event to his neurologist, the nurse that called me back told me that the doctor said, it sounds like he had a seizure. Let's increase the oxycarbazine. So we did. We had this biannual appointment that same week. So naturally, we discussed this aura event. Only during the appointment, the doctor said we would not be reconsidering future auras. We would not be considering future auras to be seizures unless they came before a convulsion seizure.
Wow.
Partly because we couldn't be sure if it was truly an aura event or if it was him having anxiety about having a seizure. And because of that, we don't want to max him out on his meds by increasing unnecessarily.
Pause right there really quickly. Pause right there just before you finish. He did have a seizure. It's not just anxiety. 100% he had a seizure. So take more medication.
An epileptologist will tell you
Yeah.
if you're having an aura, you're already there. And it can get worse or you can stop it, but it's already starting.
I have auras constantly that don't go into convulsions and stuff like that. So
how much oxcarbazepine she got him on?
Yeah, does it say?
No, it doesn't say a milligram.
No worries. Keep going.
I'm sorry.
And because of that, we don't want to max him out on his meds by increasing unnecessarily. This made sense in a moment, but now I'm struggling to understand. My son is autistic, but he is very familiar with the feeling he gets before a seizure and is more capable of saying for sure that what he feels during the aura event is exactly what he feels before a convulsion seizure. But we told the neurologist we were told by the neurologist basically to ignore it and that I don't need to report it as a seizure event unless it's followed by a convulsion. Well, it happened again today at school. Just an aura, no convulsion seizure. His teacher described it as the exact same behavior he has right before his convulsive seizures start. Down to how long it lasts, this is an anxiety. I know my son. I did end up sending an email explaining what happened and asking a few questions. Is this normal for focal epilepsy? If this continues, could this be an indication that his meds aren't working? That this dose, since aura is technically a type of seizure, could this mean that a breakthrough focal to bilateral seizure is imminent? I haven't heard back, which has never happened. He had a convulsive seizure the past Saturday due to a missed dose of his meds. So maybe I'm still raw and scared about it. But in my mind, he had a seizure at school today. Just because there were no convulsions doesn't mean it wasn't a seizure, right? He's had 2 aura events a month. Ignoring that feels so wrong to me. I feel like the doctor getting frustrated with me during that appointment. And now this has happened again, and I haven't heard back. I feel stupid for making it a big deal about it, but it doesn't feel right to me, and I'm scared. Does anyone have focal epilepsy that usually has focal to bilateral tonic-clonic seizures ever have just the aura feeling aware seizure? What has your doctor said to you, if anything, about this? Novel over.
This is why I don't see a neurologist.
Because they don't know shit.
They don't. I mean, see what if he wants an answer, because we're not doctors.
No.
But if that guy wants an answer, the best place to go is an epileptologist.
Yeah.
I have those same auras.
Yep.
Same exact auras.
I will have a tonic-clonic maybe 2 or 3 times a year. But I had those auras all the time, and those auras are seizures.
Oh yeah.
It
Your
just
doctors-
depends
take my
if they're
medication.
gonna turn into a tonic-clonic or not.
Yeah.
That is what my
You don't know.
epileptologist told me. And I'm sorry, the guy tells
It
me the
pisses me off.
truth. Like, he doesn't really sugarcoat things too much, other than
Well,
the fact he
it
wants to do surgery.
pisses me off hearing that your doctors like ignore that if it doesn't turn into a convulsion. Like that's
It's like
that's
they want you to have
ridiculous.
one.
Yeah, no, I mean your son is having seizures. Like I have those all the time. They're auras where it feels like a deja vu or panic attack. Like I said multiple times, I thought I was having panic attacks for a year. No, they're full-blown seizures that you're having. Not full-blown, you're not convulsing,
They're
but
not
they're
going
seizures.
full blown, but
See,
It's a
they're
seizure.
just- I don't-
seizures. They're still.
I don't even go there as far as a panic attack anymore. Because
Mm-mm.
I know what it is.
No, exactly, and it's made
I
me
know
feel
exactly what it is.
I'm
having
less
a seizure.
anxious now because of it,
Yeah.
because I know that they're not panic attacks. It makes me feel less anxious, and I understand. Oh, I'm just having a seizure.
I
right
know what
now.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she should still have some kind of rescue medicine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Get a rescue med. Find a new neurologist. Get to an epileptologist or epileptologist
that works
and talk to them because, I mean, maybe you don't want to max out the meds. Try different medication. Try to go back to
No.
Keppra. That you didn't mention
My
why you
PA
stopped Keppra, but
My PA is giving me lorazepam.
Yeah.
Mine also
giving
gave me
like 50 of them
lorazepam.
at a time.
Oh, you're lucky. Good.
I
grief,
know.
do I
I
have
used to
to fight
get like
for
4
them.
or 5.
They act like I'm some sort of, and I'm
I
like,
get them from my
"God,
PA.
seriously?
I get them from my PA.
I don't want to start taking lorazepam. They prescribe me it, and it's just I don't want to start taking benzos.
No,
I just
I
you don't
understand.
want to if you don't have
I
to.
understand. I'm
You
not
can't-
saying you should. I'm just saying I'm glad I have them.
No,
It's good to have.
absolutely.
Instead of
It's just-
taking what that rescue that you're having, I mean that medication you're having, the expensive stuff.
yeah.
I
Oh,
would,
I
have that
I would
too.
try. I would try the lorazepam
Okay, yeah, because he
and
did
see.
prescribe me
Again, I'm
lorazepam,
not a
so
doctor.
I
That's
might-
up to you.
No, absolutely,
I'm
but I
just
know
saying.
it's considered a rescue med, and if it's cheaper than $422 for like a dose, I'm happy to try that.
Hey, and I'm on Kaiser, so I don't even pay for it. No, but that lorazepam is cheap.
Yeah, good.
It
Good.
is.
And I'm so sorry. I don't mean to just dip out like this. My buddy's mom got in a car accident today,
Oh,
and he just
shit.
gave me a call to kind of talk about it. So I'm just gonna call him back. I'll be back, I'm sure. But I just wanted to
All
share. I'm
right,
sorry.
Tuna. I'm going to call
Yeah.
you Tuna.
Yeah, please call me Tuna. But I'll probably be back in a little bit. But
I might not be.
all right.
Seriously, I might be gone.
No, totally fair. Totally fair.
All
See you
right,
soon.
been
All
real.
right, bye.
Yeah,
Tunes.
been real.
See you again.
Yeah, I know. He's great. He's a good guy. And he's
Yeah,
really
I
working
saw
so
him.
hard to be on his own and just
Yeah. Is he? He's on his own?
he's on his own and he was a
Yes.
caregiver for his mother from like 12 years old. It's unbelievable. He's such an amazing person, truly.
He
I'm
wasn't
always
taking
amazed.
meds.
Huh?
And he was living alone.
And he wasn't taking
meds.
his meds. We had to convince him
Oh.
that maybe he ought to when he had a really bad TC. And we were like, okay, maybe let's just maybe get back on him a little bit. And
I think he said he hadn't taken them in like 3 months. He's just been taking like vitamins and supplements and stuff and smoking
which
pot.
is great. You can
And living
totally
alone.
bring your threshold way back up by taking the right stuff or eating the right stuff, sleeping enough. You can do so many things, but maybe let's at least take like the minimum bit that'll keep you from
Keep
having-
some in your
especially when you're
system.
alone. You know, that's what we were worried about. He smashed his head and his eye in the freaking
Is that a black
taco
guy I
place.
saw?
That's
Yeah,
it.
his face was.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it. Scroll down on the
Huge,
post.
huge
You'll
bump
see
on
it.
his head.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh
Did-
yeah.
He
just now-
smashed
did I
his
just
head
see
in
it?
the Mexican restaurant, and thank goodness his friend sent some random guy in to find him because she was a girl, and the guy carried him back out. Good Lord. Thank heavens. Every time I talk to him, I'm like, oh, he reminds me of my son.
Did-
I want to take care
Did
of
he
him.
mention something about that on the epilepsy thread?
Yeah.
Did he mention?
Yeah.
Okay, I read that. Yeah.
I was freaking out on him. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was saying that he gets on the
Moses,
bus. He
take care.
public transit by himself. He lives alone. Takes no medication. I was like, you are the one.
He used to
I,
like
I,
just unbelievable. Yeah.
I was a single dad for, um, see, when she was 8 years old, no, 6 years old, my ex and I got a divorce. And I used to get her every weekend. And she was my go-to. My little honey would take care of me when I had a seizure at 6 years of age.
Oh, that's so
And we
sweet.
would be on the bus. I'd have a seizure, and she would come and she would hold me. And then the bus driver would take me home
Oh my gosh.
because I didn't live too far off of the bus route.
Route. Yeah.
So she would drop me off like a block or two away from my apartment, so Athena could walk me home.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Such a lovely name, Athena.
Man,
All
I'm gonna
kids-
cry. My little
All my kids
Aw.
have Z names.
Stop.
Everybody in the family, they like the first kid there'll be an A or an AU, and all the rest of the kids will have that. And then we started with twins, so we couldn't come up with two names that had the same initial we liked, right? So we went with Z's. And somehow we ended up with 5 Z's. And if you think it's easy to have 5 Z names,
girl, you're incredible.
it's
Hey,
not
Tuna.
easy.
Hey, I'm back. My friend actually his girlfriend cheated on him. His mom wasn't in a car accident. He
Oh,
just didn't want to tell people.
crud.
So he's coming over here pretty soon to just
Okay.
hang out with me and just
Yeah.
have a bro to talk with. So,
Yeah,
but
and we'll
I just
support him.
oh he's an amazing guy. He gives me rides to and from work and stuff since I have the bus whenever he can. He's just an amazing friend. But I just wanted to say something. It sounded when I was first diagnosed with epilepsy, I had a seizure in class one time and had to go outside class. I actually became like aware while throwing up in the trash can out in the hallway. I'd throw up all down my shirt and stuff. And I just stayed out in the hallway because I smelled like throw up and didn't want to go back into a 500-person lecture. But my teacher noticed like I didn't come back into class. And after class, he walked down the hallway looking for me. And he like asked me if I was okay. I told him what happened. And he just walked me across campus, just talking with me, like making sure I was okay, got me to like where I was going next, dropped me off there. And he did that for multiple class sessions and stuff like that, just walked me across campus. And it's something that like makes me kind of tear up. It's just really just that those people that you meet that just go above and beyond to
That's
help you out.
awesome.
Yeah, it just means
That's
everything.
so awesome.
That's and he didn't have to do that, right? That's
No, he didn't have to
just
do
a
that at
good
all.
person. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Tom, you were tearing up and I didn't mean to interrupt you talking about my
That's
kid.
all right. I'm a good boy. That's
He didn't
all right.
want to see anyone. He didn't want anyone to see him crying, tearing up.
I'm a good guy. Hey, crying's good.
Crying is good. Oh, I'm a
Mine
crier.
is
love
good.
I
You
Yeah.
don't
know
let
that.
that bad stuff
I
out.
feel so good afterwards.
Oh my
Man.
God. Well, every time I think about my mom, seriously, I get like teary-eyed a little bit. She's amazing. Oh, here,
Every
actually, I
time
want
I-
to show you. Go ahead.
Every time I think of my daughter,
Oh,
because she lives over in Portland, across the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't see her that much as much as I used to. Tracy and I used to take her out to dinner all the time. But she's has an alternative lifestyle is what they call it. She calls it. And so being a witness, she feels as though since she knows it's not biblical. I said, honey, are you happy? She says, yeah. I said, girl, I'm happy for you.
that's what matters.
I know what the Bible says, and I live by that. But you're a big girl. What you do is on you.
Hmm.
And I'm nobody. What you do is between you and God. Got nothing to do with me. I love you. I'm here for you. You're happy. I'm happy. And she said, Daddy, thank you so much.
Oh,
I've taken her and her wife, Tracy and I have taken her and her wife out. Now she's divorced.
Oh,
So
I mean,
I'll share something a little bit.
Makes you sad, but
Please.
I'll share a little bit about my I would call myself pansexual. It just has a stigma to it though, where people are like, "Oh, you're attracted to pans. I see you're like inanimate objects." No, I just don't really care about gender. Gender just doesn't matter to me. But when I came out to my mom, like she just started crying, like bawling. And at first I was like, "No way, she's like upset at me or anything like that." She was more scared. Like she was crying because she just knew that like feeling this way was just going to make my life more difficult. She's like, there's a lot of mean people out there. And she just was worried that it was just going to make my life harder than it already is, especially with epilepsy and stuff. And, but you know, it's support like you give your kids and stuff like that. That means everything. I mean, it's the reason why I love my mom and have so much respect for her is because
We are
like
no one to judge somebody.
and your generation, I will also say, is the generation that pioneered that movement of you can be whoever you want, like the accepting generation. Like you're the generation who went through the civil rights movement, like increased LGBTQ rights and stuff like that. You're one of the most accepting generations out there. So I give you guys a lot of credit.
Oh, quit. You're gonna make me cry again.
Hey, no wonder you keep joining, huh?
I know I
Okay,
love this. I
you
get
go.
to cry as much as I want.
Yeah. Real quick, I got my mom this Mother's Day gift because I had my seizure during the Mother's Day weekend. But it's a little charm bracelet. It has
Oh,
something that matches
cool.
her necklace.
Yeah.
But then I got her this charm. Their engraver wasn't working. I'm going to engrave Mama on it, MOMMA, because that's what me and my brothers all call her. Whenever like we give her a text or something like that, it's always, "Hey, Mama." And so I think she'd like that. But I'm just super excited to give it to her. I'm just waiting for like any chance I have.
That's so
So,
sweet.
I'm
Yeah.
64 and my mom still calls me Tommy.
No.
I can only
Yeah.
imagine.
Hey, you're
Oh,
never too
Tommy.
old.
I'm 35 and they still call me Pookie.
Pookie?
Is that where you got Pookie from? That's
Yep.
where. That's awesome.
But they call me.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I got something else here. It says,
Mhm.
did you not realize you were having seizures until you had a tonic-clonic? After speaking with friends and my neurologist recently, I had found out that I was having auras and focal impaired awareness way before my first tonic-clonic. Has anybody else ever realized they were having seizures all along, but not until after the big one? I think I've been there. I think I was going through a lot of tonic-clonic, focal unaware type stuff. I remember this vibe kind of in high school. So I think I was going through a little focal unaware every now and then, just foggy moments and never thought anything of it. But yeah, now that comes up, I think so. I think I had it, just didn't notice.
A whole year, or not a year, a whole month before my first tonic-clonic, that's when the panic attack, or should quote unquote panic attack started. I distinctly remember the first one I had, and I just thought I was having panic attacks. And then all of a sudden I woke up having a seizure, and it really didn't click until a month ago that like those were connected. But yeah, like definitely having those focal seizures prior to didn't even know. No.
I don't even know. All I know is I was diagnosed when I was 13. I hear people talk about, well, I remember when I was 4. I remember when I was 6 or 7. I'm 64. I don't even hardly remember my teenage years. Then again, I was a stoner all my life too.
I have been that way. Don't worry. My buddy
There's a
just
whole
got
lot
here.
I don't remember.
I don't mean to interrupt again. I'm just
That's
gonna head
okay,
out.
Ken.
Have a great rest
All
of your
right.
night, guys.
All right.
Thank
All right,
you.
Tuna.
See you
Love you guys.
Friday.
See you.
Please come
Hey, be
back.
safe.
Was anybody else going through that, like auras or anything before you got diagnosed?
I don't know.
I had some things. Well, like I'm pretty sure that I had a straight up tonic-clonic in 2nd grade, but my teacher was awful and I woke up on the floor with her yelling at me and all the other students standing around. And you know how I said, injury, right? Infant injury caused it. So my mom wasn't exactly like, let's go check this out. So, so we did not find out until I stopped breathing next to my husband. But I did have events like when I was 20 and I lived on my own. I was putting sweaters away in the top of the closet on a like big ladder, and I woke up on the floor. Nobody saw what happened. Don't know. They told me where I worked. They had a nurse's station. I went there when I got there for work, and she said, "Oh, you probably had low blood sugar." Okay.
The people don't know. They know. So many people don't know. They don't know anything.
I mean, why would it not be that, right? It could have been. I don't know. So
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I wonder, has anybody else ever heard about humming, like having humming seizures?
My wife said
That's
that
what I do.
sometimes I hum.
Okay.
Me
So
too.
every time I
And
was
I don't
pregnant,
remember.
I would sleep and I would hum and I would hum and I would hum, and my husband would finally wake me up. And I just figured, oh, I'm just humming to the baby, whatever. But now I think maybe I might have been having nocturnal seizures or something.
I never thought of that.
I don't know. Now I scream like some sort of maniac. So fridge, I have no idea.
You never recall a nightmare when you wake up from the screaming?
I don't remember I don't remember screaming. I don't remember any, and they tell me about it and I'm like, I did that? Oh dear Lord. I did that in front of my children. I just started screaming like a Japanese horror ghost. And I wouldn't have even believed it if it hadn't happened on a camera in our old house. We had a camera in our kitchen I think it was for the pets for something. And it caught me one morning when everybody else was asleep, when I had a hood on, I had a big robe on, and I'm just like wandering around feeding the pets, taking care of things quietly. And all of a sudden I start having an aura, and I lean my head on the freezer, and all of a sudden I put my head all the way back, drop my jaw open, and just start screaming. And I see my husband come run into frame, grab me, and go running out. But nothing. I had never seen a screaming seizure, never even heard of one. So yeah, maybe I was having humming seizures, nocturnal, because that's how it originally started, where he saw it was nocturnal. I stopped breathing my sleep.
So I wonder if that's, like I said, Tracy, she says that sometimes I'll be humming. Like I'll be lying on the couch and she'll come back in the room and I'm humming.
Yeah.
And she doesn't tell me. I mean, if she didn't say that, I wouldn't know.
And he's the one that told me I was doing it. So maybe I was. That's really interesting. But I'm glad I was not on medication, because then I would have been worried about the babies every time. And like Katie, I nursed all of my kids as long as they wanted to go, and I would have been terrified about that. So I'm glad I didn't have to worry about that. But
Katie, it's nice.
Yeah, that's why I just call it a balance.
Yeah, but I'm glad I didn't stop breathing with any of them. That's sort of scary.
That's kind of when I couldn't deny it anymore. I didn't want to admit or accept or just start making notes or even thinking that I had something wrong with me when I finally had a good paying job and daughter was in preschool, actually succeeding, and that it was the most inconvenient time to get some chronic illness. So after the car accident, they took my license. I couldn't put it off anymore. Family didn't even want me taking the bus because it happened on the bus. Same deal, missed a stop. But on the Treasure Coast, one stop is not a couple blocks. One stop is a good couple miles. So,
oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was in the mid city, so in the city.
Yeah,
it's only a block or two.
stops were like maybe every other block, unless
Every
you're on
other
a long
block.
block. And
Yeah.
I was just on a long block, so it was a little up there. But the route I had to go back was 6 minutes, 6 minutes
Oh,
more
okay.
than I had to go before. So I wouldn't say it was really inconvenient. It was kind of funny because I was like, pay attention,
Yeah,
pay attention. Just
public
kept
transit in
telling
the South
myself.
is a joke. After DC, public transit in the South is a joke.
Yeah.
Nothing
So
compared to
you're
DC.
from DC, Katie?
Yeah, we lived up there for a few years after my first daughter was born.
My
From
husband was
Jersey
born and
most of my
raised in
life.
Silver Springs, Maryland, and his grandfather had a permanent office in the Capitol building.
Beautiful. That's right where Talia was born. I did like Silver Springs.
All right, cool. Yeah, he loved Silver Springs. Sorry. And then you live in
Oh
Florida,
yeah,
and we lived in Florida.
right.
We moved down there for a drafting job, Tom.
Go figure.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So God bless support systems all day, every day,
yeah,
because they are totally
public
integral.
transit, depending on the city. Boy, howdy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know every bus because I used to witness on the bus. That was part of my
Oh.
ministry.
Right.
And so I used to ride around on all the buses. So yeah, you asked me how to get from here to here, on the other side of Vancouver, or how to get from Vancouver to Portland. You take the 165 to blah, blah, and then you get the 40 over here,
Yeah. That'll do it for sure.
for years.
Probably got a lot
I
more
did
people to
that.
listen to you that way too.
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah. Oh, it got to the point where people would see me coming and start to walk the other way.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm not here to
Like this
bother
guy
you.
again.
Yeah, here comes that Bible thumper.
Missionary guy.
No,
Yeah,
those
so
were the
my
best
mom-
little
They all know
teachings
me
we got on the
now,
road.
and it's like, no, it's Tom. He's cool. It's all good.
That's good.
Yeah, my mom, she talks to witnesses. They come to our house like every other day, and eventually
Wow.
she just started like hanging out with them. And they would sit outside and do like, I don't know if it would be Bible study, but they'd be outside for maybe 30, 40 minutes to an hour.
Cool.
And she does that every now and then. But she said the
Okay.
last time that she brought them in, she had her bong sitting there, and then she jumped and like, "Oh, you guys, hold on."
Wait a second,
And
Oh,
guys.
she
yeah.
said, so now
Okay,
she has
girls.
she already had a bench. She already had a bench in front of her house. So now she just puts like another chair next to it, one of the pull-up chairs, and they do their, I don't know what you call it, maybe Bible study, I guess, in front of the
Yeah.
by the front of the door.
Uh-huh. And
She's
just
not
because she's
religious.
got a bong out there, it don't matter. It don't matter. I have a return visit. He's a stoner. We go into his and he's been smoking bud all day. I'll be up talking to him, and he's hitting on his bong, and it's like, hey, that's what you do. That's what you do. I'm happy for you. And he has some
Right, that's
questions
what they
about
told her.
is that, yeah, if that works for you, I'm happy for you.
That's good. That's good.
I mean,
That's what they told her. They told her that's you.
Yeah.
That's you doing what you're doing.
and I do what I
So,
do.
yeah.
Best
There you
not to
go.
be judgmental.
No,
Always.
why?
Yeah,
I just
the
want
only
people to
thing-
be happy. All I do,
Right.
the reason I do what I do is because how can you make an educated decision as to your faith if you don't know what the Bible says, right? If you want to believe in the God of the Bible, the only true God, if you want to make a decision if you want to be Catholic or Protestant or whatever, you need to know what God's word says. I encourage Bible reading. That's what I do. I don't tell anybody that they need to be a Jehovah's Witness. I don't tell them they want to be Catholic or whatever. That's none of my business. What I do is I encourage Bible reading so people can make an educated decision.
Expand
That's
your
it.
horizons, right?
Yeah.
My grandfather was a Gideon.
I wish you the best.
You know what Gideons are,
Pardon?
right? My grandfather
Yeah.
was a Gideon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He
Good.
died handing out Bibles at the local university after spending 40
I can help.
odd years in Africa as a surgeon, being a
Oh, my
Mennonite
goodness.
Wow.
minister, and my
Uh-huh.
grandmother was an RN with him there, and they saved countless lives doing that, but
Awesome.
also trying to save souls as Mennonites, which I don't know if you guys
That's
know
impressive.
anything about Mennonites at all. They're
That's
different.
I really
impressive.
don't. Do,
They're like
do they
they're
believe in
breakaways of Amish people, kinda.
oh,
okay.
hey, I'm from Philadelphia. I know all about the Amish.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you kind of know the Mennonites left the Amish originally because they felt like the Amish were
Yeah.
too liberal, which is really hilarious if you know anything about the Amish. They're not very
Seriously.
liberal.
Uh,
I know
I
about
really
the
don't know
Amish.
anything about. I know
Wow.
where they're at.
Right,
I've been
exactly, right.
through Allegheny,
hmm
you know,
hmm
which is Amish land.
Yeah, yeah. My other grandparents lived there for a couple years. My grandfather was a minister there, but those grandparents were friends with Medgar Evers. Does anybody know?
No.
Okay, Medgar Evers was Martin Luther King Jr.'s right-hand man. They were
No.
like buddies, and he was actually assassinated in his driveway just a few months before Martin Luther King Jr. was. And Medgar Evers stayed at my grandparents' house when my dad was a kid, and gave him a model car that my dad built, and he of course still had it when he died because he was so like, Medgar Evers gave me this. So you're talking about like the civil rights stuff. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
definitely, like they were all about that stuff too. You know, if anybody needed to be freed, let's free some people. Let's make everybody equal, because
That's
this
it.
isn't right. Everybody should be free to do and
That's
say
it.
what they want. Yeah.
I know we're still way off topic, but you guys have
Sorry,
any
I
preference
didn't
on
mean
like
to
King
go.
James
No,
or
no, 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 no. Our topic is irrelevant.
no? That's why I'm
It
I'm
is what
asking.
it is.
Do you guys have any preference of like King James version versus, you know, like
Yes.
Bible wise?
Yes.
I
Okay.
I prefer the New World Translation
Okay.
because it's written so you can read it. It makes
Okay.
sense instead of these, thous, those, you know.
Yeah. I don't know why I just have such a hard time thinking of it as like sub versus dub with all these animes where like by the time you translate it, it's they use the wrong words too many times.
So my grandparents were definitely with the these, thous, and thems. I don't know, but they
Well, I was
pray
raised
that way
Roman
too.
Catholic.
The dinner prayer is, "Thou art great and thou art good.
Right.
Everything
Right.
Oh,
we
I
pour
could
our
quote you
food.
scriptures
By
from
thy
the King
hands we
James.
are fed. Give us, Lord, thy daily bread." And that was like, for real. My kids even know that, just because it was so pounded into my head.
I
Me,
went to
my brother,
Catholic.
my
I went to
grandparents, you know.
the third grade in Catholic school.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thous, these.
These, those, thous, thens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
After 5 years in a strict Catholic school in Hackensack, I remember our Father.
Our
And
Father.
we just
Our
add
Father
we just
who art in
ad-lib
heaven,
everything else.
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom
Thy
come,
kingdom
thy will
come,
be
thy will
done
be
on earth
done. You
as it
know
is
it.
in heaven.
You know
Give
it.
us this day
Yeah.
our daily bread,
All that stuff.
and lead
Yep.
us not into
Yep.
Oh man.
As we forgive those who trespass
temptation.
against us. Yep.
For real.
Know them all.
Yep.
But hey, and I still
Well,
will
that's
never be
cool.
able to have like any more perspective on how memory works other than when something pops up triggered by anything.
Yeah,
Right.
something like that, right? It's like, okay, how can I remember that? But I can't remember, like, what was that thing we watched last week, or with that
No, but
conversation
I can't
had?
forget like
That's
the
it.
most annoying ads that pop up on my crossword game too much. Like,
Yes.
You know, that's funny. I can quote scriptures,
hmm
but what was my wife wearing 15 minutes ago?
you know?
I don't pay attention to stuff, or if I do, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
With me, it's retaining info. That's the thing. Like my long term is good. Like my long term, I can remember of events like the day it started, the time it started, who drove there, and all that. But my short term, it's like I said, it's hard to retain info. Like
Right.
I could read something, and so I could have the info for a conversation I know I'm going to have in 5 minutes, and I forgot that info.
Mhm.
I forgot that I even read about it. So when the person
Right.
asks, I was like, not
Mm.
even
I gotta
sure if
check
I
the
read it.
notes
I
in
can't even
this
remember if I
calendar
read it
event.
or not.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that about taking notes. I
Notes in the
always said that
calendar.
I
Yes.
should keep a notebook so I can take notes.
I should
I
too. But
tried that, but as we were saying before about reading your handwriting, like
Yes.
I go to these meetings with the my congregation because I'm a servant,
Mhm.
and so I go to these meetings and we talk about things for the within the congregation, things that we need to be doing, and whoosh, all gone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Look, I write stuff down, and I can't remember, I can't read it.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of times, if I just write the scripture down, then I'll be able to pick it up sometimes. Sometimes.
Oh yeah. My
That's-
daughter's
Because I know what
graduation
the
is
good.
I know what the
tomorrow.
theme is about.
Not that good.
Yeah, I know the theme. So then I'll be,
Yeah,
oh,
that's a
okay.
start.
Then he was talking about this, and then
Yep. Daughter's graduation is tomorrow, and I have been just resetting and resetting the reminder every day for like the last 10 days. Just so I don't forget.
we
Congratulations.
were talking about medication. How do you remember taking medication?
I don't. Actually, this morning, I've been sitting here all day wondering if I took it, whether to double dose or not. But I feel good.
Okay.
But the only thing is, I seen my pills on my couch, and then I seen them on the dresser. So I'm thinking I either picked it up, and there was an empty water bottle there. So I think I picked it up, used the water bottle to drink it because there was water in that bottle, but I can't remember if I actually took the pills with it. But I know that bottle is empty and the pills are moved. So I'm just going to try to put the pieces together and say that I took them. But I am
Yeah,
Okay.
the forensic
not
route isn't always
60%.
accurate. For me,
Yeah.
it's failed a couple times. I have water bottles everywhere.
I'm like 0% sure if I took them or not.
Yeah.
Well,
Siri?
I have the month worth of pill boxes, and that kinda helps, sort of, sometimes, but you know.
Hello, Siri.
If you have time to pay attention to it, actually
I need
count
to
them
take my
out, sit down and
medication
take
at
the time
7:30.
to.
That's what I
Please
have to
remind
do.
me.
I have to sit down and take like,
Exactly.
45 minutes and just like, because that's the other way that how do I know when am I going to need to refill this by? Because you have to order it by a certain time because what if they don't have it and they have to order it for you or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And if you're taking like
pesky
5
Schedule
different
4s
kinds
or
of
whatever.
meds, and they're not
Yes.
all at the same flicking time, right?
Do you
So
order your medication online?
I do
Or do
Yep,
you have
mail order pharmacy.
I don't.
mail order? That's what I do. And
Central.
they remind me. They remind me that my medication needs to be refilled.
I need to do
But
that.
on those scheduled ones, those reminders aren't always helpful because they say it's time to refill it, but you can't.
Well,
Because
then
you literally have to like run out before you can refill it. So
well, no. What you do is, you're saying that they can't, or that your script ran out.
right. They set their reminders. The reminders are useful, but they usually come within 3 to 4 business days of when you actually have to order it
Right.
to give it another 3 to 4 business days to get to you.
Right.
And with these Schedule 4s, unless you're literally down to 3 doses taken as prescribed, you can't even reorder it.
Yeah. And even then sometimes they'll be like, oops, sorry,
Not
it isn't coming
eligible or-
today. And you're like,
Right.
what? No, and
Right.
the only reason I even know that is because of the Epidiolex. I have to have it. There's only 3 pharmacies in the state of California that can blend it, and then they have to send it overnight through FedEx Express.
Oh
And
my God.
this past time, they just they sent me the thing. They said, "Oh, it'll be here between," and you have to be there to sign for it too. So somebody has to be here.
Oh,
It has to be somebody over 21. And they said, oh, it'll be there between 10:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Great. Okay. I'm not going anywhere anyway. Whatever. Turns out then they sent another message that said, oh no, it's been delayed. Don't expect it till tomorrow. And I'm like, are you serious? Like that's
I'm
not
sorry,
cool
it
at
doesn't
all.
work for me.
Exactly, right? And so you're like, cool. Let's hope I
No,
don't
not
have a
cool.
seizure. And luckily the dude ended up showing up later in the day and I was like, oh, thank God you're here. And I stressed to him that it was medication. So please, in the future, if you are the delivery guy, like don't let this be a delay, dude. This is an important one.
I will have a seizure.
I will have a seizure, and this is not a delayable thing. It is not like I'm
No.
getting printer coils or something.
Yeah,
No.
or
Yeah.
not filling my yeah.
A little more important than the
Right.
ink for the printer.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that
I
kind
got
of
something that might be a dumb question, but it's a question I just wanted to see. Post I seen. It says, has anyone thought about stopping their medication? I feel like my problem with working and even relationships have been since starting anti-epileptics. Has anyone else thought about stopping their medications to stabilize their life in those ways? My seizures have mostly been partial, and I don't usually have grand mal, but I have had seizures my whole life. I won't stop, but I really do consider it. Has anyone else tried to stop their medication?
Okay, well let me ask you this.
Me, no. Go
If
ahead.
you say you don't usually have grandmas, well, if you do have them and you decide you don't want to take your medication anymore, you will have them. So a very quick and easy answer to that is no, you do not. And if you feel as though it's interfering with your relationships or your job, then you need a different relationship and you need another job.
I was thinking
Or
that.
or you're okay with having tonic-clonics
Or
and the
you need to talk to
conversation.
your doctor about a different medication that has different side
Yeah.
effects. I mean, there's only so many things you can do here, but stopping isn't one of them. And I know this
No.
because God blessed, my poor husband would like me to, but that's
Is
just
something on fire behind you?
nah, just me.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's okay. It's just vape.
There you go.
oh, you vape?
Well, only not nicotine.
Yeah, there we go. Not nicotine.
Oh, can you
Let's just
vape
leave it
Come on,
THC?
it's legal everywhere now.
No, can you vape THC?
Yep.
Yep.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
In California.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh
they have
yeah.
CBD
Remember,
ones.
they're
I
West
love the
Coast.
smell of bud. Oh my gosh.
I
That's why I
was,
love going to see
Not
that
every strain though. That's the other thing about Trulieve. If you get what you pay for there, and a different strain will have a completely different odor and taste and everything. And
there's
oh, they
nothing
sell it.
like weed from California.
Pretty much anything you're going to do if you are epileptic should be an indica or an indica heavy hybrid.
indica.
Really, everyone I've talked to is like sativas are not good for you. They
Which one was
will
the
bring on
downer? I don't
seizures.
remember.
Indicas are sleepy ones, but those are the
Yeah.
ones that won't make you have a seizure. So who cares, right?
Okay, right,
If
right,
it's going to
right.
put you out, then that's
Well,
what
no,
you
it just
want.
makes you a little more chill. It doesn't like make you want to get up and go play basketball.
I don't know any pot that does that. Any THC.
Well, some in California, right,
Oh
Poop?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could walk around the corner and walk into a head shop, and I mean, there's a whole wall of different types of bud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everything from purple kush
Mm-hmm.
to whatever.
Right.
Probably
Anything.
even Mexican dirt weed.
Oh, eek. I haven't seen that since
Clear and
Oh, I
thaw.
haven't. No.
19
You might as well be smoking banana peels, right?
Long time, 2000 maybe.
I
I was
don't know.
told
That's-
that there's no weed better than California street weed.
I don't
Okay,
know about
okay.
that. I am maybe.
They
Maybe.
specifically said the Bay Area. It was like on
Okay, well
podcast.
then.
It was like some
I've had
famous
that.
person, and they were like, every time I travel, the only place I want to go get my weed from is the Bay Area. And they said,
I'll
"No,
tell you
that's
what.
street weed. It's in the Bay Area."
Down in California, do you have head shops where you go in and buy bud?
Yep,
Dispensaries. Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 cities.
Because what's that?
It's 3 or 4 per city.
Yep.
I got 3 or 4 per block.
Wow. That's
I mean, they're
amazing.
like what do you call it? Starbucks.
Mm,
One on every corner.
mm.
It's like
And
San
they're building
Francisco.
another one.
San Francisco.
lot.
That's San Francisco for you, for
San
sure.
Francisco got a lot. Ones
Mhm.
that aren't even on the Weed Maps, because we got the Weed Maps app. So
There you go,
Right.
Google.
ones that even aren't on there, some just pop up and they'd be like, you have that plus sign. That,
Wow.
The plus
California really has mastered it,
yeah,
huh?
just like random
Dude.
places. Like we have weed. I'm just like, this is a cannabis club.
sign. It's true, man. It's true. It's crazy. It's
And you know what? Now I can go up to the corner, walk in the store, and buy it.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
well, I would said this earlier. But yeah, I mean, now it's legal.
Mhm.
I had to go find somebody to buy some pot from before I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh
Now
yeah.
I get to go up, go and walk in the store and buy it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was talking earlier. I was just like, I these days, like, I couldn't imagine having to go and sneak to smoke weed because someone else was like, oh, I used to smoke back in this day or whatever, and I could not imagine having to go sneak to smoke weed. Like, they're smoking in public now, so like,
Yeah, you just walk down the street smoking a joint. Or
I
smoking a
remember when
pipe.
it wasn't. I remember when it wasn't all the way legal here,
Yep.
and I had a hotel room. I was homeless at the time, so I invited my mom over because I just asked her to come over for the night, and we happened to smoke, so we had to go outside because it was a hotel room, and I would have lost the little money I gave for the basically deposit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we couldn't smoke in front of the hotel. I did not have a car. So we went around the corner. And then a police officer said, I smelled it when I was coming down the street. So I made a U-turn because I seen you guys. And I told them, I'm staying in this hotel because I'm homeless and I don't have a car and we can't smoke in the room. And he was like, okay, I understand. He was like, you guys finish up and go in your room. I was like, all right, thank you. Finish strong.
That's the other thing. I mean, back when I was a kid, they didn't have bud like they do now. Now you can't find just leaf or seeds. Pot doesn't have seeds anymore.
Yeah, when they
Or
do, it's a
stems.
problem.
Sometimes it does.
Does it?
Sometimes
I
it
don't know.
does.
I haven't even.
If it does, you're happy because every one of them is worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I love just walking into the head shop, just to smell, walk in there and smell the bud.
Yeah,
I love it. Oh my gosh,
it's very
I
nice.
love
I
the
know
smell
what you
of bud.
mean.
Mhm.
Man.
Yeah. I've heard
Better
people
than
say
all
they
of
love
those
the
Bed Bath
smell,
and
but
Beyond
they
like
can't
candle
get
shop
high.
places.
Exactly. It's like that. You
Way
you
better
open the
than the candle
little
shop.
yeah, you open the little jar to smell it. Just like you do with the Bed
Yeah, they
Bath
do
and
that a
Beyond
lot.
perfumes
Like,
and
smell
stuff.
this one or
Right.
smell that one. I'll be
Exactly.
like, I be telling them I don't buy it off the smell because I need to see what it look like because the smell will get you sometime. You'll get something that smells really good. And
That's it. Hey, a
you
salesman.
look
What
at
is
it, when you look at it, you're like, oh,
Mhm.
There's supposed to be all this fuzz. Pink
yeah, the
fuzz.
Why
smell
do you
does not
think-
match the taste.
Why do you think a salesman will have you sit in the car? A car salesman have you sit in the car?
Once
Or if you go to a
inside
store,
only.
what they do, I mean, even if you go to the store to buy something, they say, here, hold it. Or, because once you have it in your hand, it's pretty much a sale.
Right.
When they
Yeah.
sit you in the car, You know, smell the car, smell the inside of the car.
Yeah.
See how comfortable the seat is. Let's go for a ride around the block.
Yeah, since you say
Sold.
that,
Sold.
I've been to a cannabis club to where they were like, "Here, look at the buds." It was like, "These buds are nice," and they
Oh,
squeeze it and
nice and
stuff.
sticky.
And then they drop it in your hand, and they was like, "It has a nice hard drop or whatever." And I was just like, "Yeah, you sold me. Give me 2 of those."
That's a sales tactic.
Yeah, take it out of the
I
jar.
know
have
that
you
because
smell
of
it.
my job.
Yeah, once they start with the smell, and then I see it, and then if I see it and it looks good and it smells good, then they're usually like,
But then
"Here,
again, you
let
know
me
what?
smash it," and you smell it, see what it smells
Then
like
you
when I
can,
smash it. Yeah.
then you can walk down the street smelling your fingers.
Or they open the jar, I already have the scent on my hand, so I got to buy it. I don't want to leave with something else, and
They
I'm like,
got you.
I should have got that one.
They got you big time.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They do usually. It's true. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I got something that says, "Does anyone else struggle with loss of words?" The more seizures
Lots
I've
of
had,
words.
the more seizures I've had, the more difficult it has become to find anything but the simplest way to state my intention. This is probably tied to my loss of memory, and I know many can relate to that. But has anyone else experienced this frustrating mess? This happens about every day. I can't think of words during an in-person conversation or when texting, journaling, or writing. I look up synonyms and ways to rephrase sentences constantly. I also forget things like movies, shows, books, music, etc. But I've learned to live with that and laugh it off. I just wanted to know if this is only me. Nope.
Okay. Number one, not remembering TV shows and movies and stuff is a wonderful thing. So my wife and I was I said, well, I haven't seen that show. We just watched it 2 weeks ago. Well, okay, I'll watch it, you know, because it's like watching it for the first time.
Right. Yep.
Now, sitting here talking with you guys, I don't think I've missed a word in a conversation,
Right.
right? Why is
At least
that?
nobody pointed it out.
Okay, there you go. Maybe that's what it is. But like at work, here I am. My job description is product demonstrator. I give food away. That's my job.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a very outgoing person. So I'm always having fun with my job. A lot of people, they just stand there and give out food, you know, samples. I have so much fun with my job. I really do. But what happens a lot of time is when I'm talking to somebody or I'm trying to talk about the product versus another product in the middle of a conversation, the middle of a sentence, what was I talking about? What's that word I was thinking of? But when I talk to Tracy, it's always pretty, you know, I do well. Or I talking to somebody at the door. It's so embarrassing. I have a couple people that I go out and service with. They're quick. They know when to step in the conversation. Because
Yeah,
otherwise,
it's
I
like if
mean,
I'm talking on the phone and someone is talking too long, then eventually I catch on to something that I'll cut in and be like, I don't remember the
yeah.
beginning of the sentence, but I'm not going to tell you I don't remember that. But I'm going to comment on
Right.
something you just said.
Just then,
Yeah,
not
because
2 minutes
otherwise
ago.
I can't remember what the beginning of the conversation was. But
Right.
now that you said something about a book, I'm like, oh yeah, I read this book.
Oh
And this and
yeah.
that. Before that, I remember nothing.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. That, yeah. Or I'll think, I know there's a better word for this. What the heck is that word? Like, what,
I don't know.
whatever it is. I don't even remember exactly what it was I was trying to come up with the other night. And Took me a long time, and I'm not sure I ever did come up with the exact right word, but we got something close, so I'm okay. If I can
I'll
get
tell you, I
something
don't,
close, I'm okay.
I got something
I
else
don't know what I would.
interesting.
Go
It
ahead.
says seizures where you lose awareness but you're still talking. Have anybody had partial focal seizures where you lose awareness, memory, but you can still talk? My mom captured a video of me of this on an episode as my neurologist asked. I looked very confused and she was asking me to name things and I can't. I just respond, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have frontal lobe epilepsy that is drug resistant, but it's bizarre watching it and I have no recollection of it as previously. I couldn't talk during these types of episodes. My seizures have changed as most recently had in stereo EEG and they did an ablation. Luckily, I haven't had any tonic-clonic seizures since. Awareness, but I'm still talking. I I don't know because I took a bus one time. I took a few buses and went a few cities away. And I don't know if I talked to
Why was
anybody
I
on those
going
three
there?
buses. Like I said, I took 3 buses in a train. I don't know if I talked to anybody on those 3 buses, but I didn't come to until I got off the bus. And I was just like, yeah, it was like something's wrong. It was like I'm not supposed to be in my hometown. I live 17 miles away. Um, yeah,
I've
where I
I've
was,
ridden,
I knew exactly where I was, and I was just like, this is not good. And I was just like, I blanked out. I guess I was asleep or something. But when I thought about it, I was just like, let me get somewhere to somebody I know. And all I got to was across the street. Had a seizure in the parking lot of the post office.
Ooh.
I've ridden to the end of the line a couple times, and then same thing. I was like, why am I here?
So scary. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like with mine, I remember not knowing where I am, and then I remember pulling the chain to say pull over at the next stop. So I remember like, where am I? And then I was just like, okay, let me pull this so they stop at the next stop and I can get off.
I got something. I'd love for you guys to answer this one for me. You're you're in the middle of a conversation with someone, all of a sudden your brain changes thoughts. So you change the conversation. You know, I do this all, my wife does it. She says, Tom, that's not what we were talking about. And and it kills me. I was like, and I don't remember what she was talking about, but I'm on a totally different train of thought. I changed the conversation and she gets so frustrated with me. It's like, Tom, that's got nothing to do with what we were just talking about. Where'd that come from?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what came
Maybe
to
I need
mind
some
at that moment.
medication.
I had to get it out.
Yeah. I get
Like
that.
some things I gotta say it now or I'm gonna
If
forget.
yeah,
I do.
that's
too.
probably what it is.
It's exactly what it is, right? You have to say it now or you will forget it. And then you'll remember it sometime
Oh my
2 o'clock in the
gosh,
morning
yes.
and you're like, I have to tell you now. And
Well, yeah.
nobody understands that. Nobody who is not us
Uh-huh.
understands that, right? That drive, that ridiculous need to like
Yes.
interrupt and say the thing. Otherwise, the thing goes away until a
It
really
goes away.
inconvenient freaking time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
thank
And it
you.
comes
Because
back.
I'm totally on board, Tom. I understand your wife, but and because my husband says the same thing to me, like, honey, what is wrong with you? You take over conversations and you say all kinds of what the heck? That's not.
Uh-huh.
I'm
I have to
sorry.
jump in where I can.
That's
Right.
it. That's it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if I do it to you guys too. For heaven's sake, I feel like I do a lot, but
We all do. It's
I
all
Not
right.
at all.
You gotta jump in while you remember it because
Oh yeah.
I caught myself doing it earlier. Somebody was talking,
Hey, we all do.
and I just started talking about something else, and you guys just went along with it. I caught
Because we
myself
understand.
afterwards, and I'm
Oh yeah, I had that King James question long before the witness stories.
Oh, see, there you go. You waited till it fit. Hey, look, Katie's going along right. Am I saying Katie right, or is it Kate?
Yeah, we go with Katie.
Okay, that's what I thought you said the first time we met. So I'm just going along with Katie because that was what you said.
You
Okay,
remembered
never
well.
mind. Okay, good. Yay. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. You did a great job of waiting, unlike me. Although I have been wanting to ask you that for a while. So there you go.
It's fine. I'll probably remember anything I forgot to put on the grocery list later. After the Sam's Club trip, then we come home to like one roll of paper towels, and it's like, yeah, I knew that.
Jeez, I'm sorry, honey. That's awful.
So Kate, you're or mom, you're Kate or Katie?
Okay. Also a mom.
You're Kate.
Yeah, she's Katie.
Oh,
Katie,
okay. I
you're
see what you're
Kate?
saying. Sorry.
Yeah. She's Katie, I'm
Now I'm
Kim.
confused.
She's Katie, the K, the CAITE, and I'm Kim,
Yeah. I'm
Sailor
gonna write
Mom.
that on my screen.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but you just moved. No.
We're moving
You
around.
changed place.
Good luck finding us.
Right? Now Siri's just fucking with you.
There you
That's
go.
another thing. Girls, let me tell you something. I am so bad with names, as we all are. I mean, it people get so upset with me. People in my congregation, I have like 150 people in my congregation I've known for years. Years, mind you. I forget their names. Up during the meeting, okay. I have somebody will call in their name, call their name out, and I'll have to go get them. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. It's really bad. I just moved here like, oh my God, I think it's almost 6 months ago from a place we lived for 20 years. And when you have 5 kids in a place for 20 years, you know everybody, like everybody. And so I meet people now that like live 3 blocks or 3 houses down, and I will completely screw their name up. Thank God my next door neighbor understands and corrects me all the time. He's like, "Oh, you mean Wiley, not Wyatt." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Damn."
Well,
Or,
that's what's
"Oh,
good
you mean
about.
Sharon, not Susan." And I'm like, "Oh, crud. I tried so hard."
These
Yeah.
guys and girls in my congregation, they'll just look at me and smile,
Oh,
and they'll
that's
say,
nice at least. That's
"Oh, they do,"
good.
and they all know. They all know me, and it's like it's a Tom thing.
That's good, you know?
It's Tom. It's just
Tom
Tom.
thing.
I hope
It's
my
a Tom
neighbors
thing.
start to be like, "Oh, that's just Kim. Don't worry about it."
I forget people all around. I forget the person, and then they'll be like, when they ask me, I just be like, I don't remember your name, but I remember your face. When most of the time I don't. And then they'd be like, "Oh, well, this is my name," and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah," and then they start telling the
Okay.
story, and
Now
I'm
you
like,
can tell me
"Yeah,
tomorrow,
you are that
or you can
person."
tell me, or you can tell me again in a little bit.
Yeah, like they tell me their name, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember
Thanks
you,"
a
because I
lot.
kind of remember the name, but I was like, "I remember your face, but I don't remember your name." And eventually, they say something that I remember, and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, I
That's
was
who it
there.
is.
I remember
Name
Yes.
you were doing this."
association. I've tried that one. Name association, where you associate.
Mhm.
Oh,
How does that work? Because I haven't tried that, and I'm terrible with names, so I should try
it still
something. But
doesn't
how does
work
the name?
for
It
me.
doesn't work. Okay. Well,
I
I'm
have,
not
I have
gonna
an
bother.
I have an aunt that's called Maureen. Her name starts with the letter M, and I always just tell myself more West. Like she's the one in California.
There
So
you go. Okay.
whatever
There.
works, whatever
Yes.
comes to
Sure.
mind.
That works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. I gotta keep it. I gotta do something better. At least I can
Mine.
remember my next door neighbors, and I figure that's doing pretty good these days.
I was going to say I have got a brand new couple that just moved in next door. I mean, 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Her
wow.
name is Kelly, and the husband's name. What's that guy's name? And um, um, the Scrooge, um, really
The good
strange
guy or
name.
the bad guy?
Um,
Ebenezer or
Ebenezer, yeah,
Yeah?
Ebenezer.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
can't believe I came up
Yeah.
with it.
Okay, anyway, his name is Ebenezer. Ebenezer. I'm supposed to use Ebenezer as a way to remember his name. And I can't remember, still can't remember.
Oh well.
Maybe it's
Okay, really.
Eben or
2 weeks
Eben.
is
Eben,
not
I think
very
that's his name.
long.
I think it's Eben.
Eben. Oh, there you go. All right.
Eben, yeah, with a
Eben.
B.
Okay.
Oh
Sure.
yeah,
it's
you
like-
Because
need
I was
something
like,
to
I'm not
remember
gonna
that.
That's
remember
good.
that.
That's good. I mean, Calvin
See,
Eben.
that's word association.
Yeah, that's hard. Whew.
Right.
That
That's
was
hard.
yeah. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
It's like this
What?
hospital. When people always ask me the name of the hospital, like now I'm trying to think of it, and I always say Foothill or Footland or stuff like that, and it's Highland. And
Island. Ah, yes.
sometimes I'm like Island Hospital, then I'm like, oh no, Highland. And that's how I remember the hospital. It does not ever come to me when like I said, sometimes Foothill, then Footland, then Highland.
Isn't that something? And
Something with
I'm so
lands.
happy that I've got 3 other faces smiling back at me with the same issue.
Oh yeah, I do that all
Oh,
the
man.
time.
Yeah, because then as soon as you remember the name of the hospital or the school or whatever it is, they get bought out by somebody else and they change the name.
Right.
That's awful.
That happens all too much. Cleveland Clinic, Martin Health. I don't know which is which, but I know that's the only level 4.